As always, subscribe, like, share, comment, click your notification so that way when the video drops, you guys get notified. And boy, does that tire look good. Hee hee. All right, everybody. So we're back working on the Nova, and last video you saw I got all the rear suspension out. So I'm just going to move some of these parts into the trailer, and we're going to bring in some of the new parts so we can start kind of mocking it up just to see how it's going to fit and what we got to do to make it fit. They do give you detailed instructions, so I will be following those. Some people don't like to, I do. Obviously, with fabricating something, you don't always kind of, I don't know, the easiest way to put it is there's no two cars that are the same. So what they tell you might work, might not. So we're going to fit everything. Once we fit it, then we'll finish weld. So until then, let's grab some stuff out of the trailer and we'll bring some of these other parts, show them the parts. We got to get the leaf springs.
Those things?
Yep. Leaf springs in the trailer. The fuel tank, the box of small parts.
This thing kind of went darker.
What? That's fine. I got my trusty sidekick. Sidekick, say hi.
Hi.
Turn around, say hi.
Hey, everybody.
Battery. So let me just say something real quick here. Like I was saying before, as far as modifying, so the way this is designed, your frame rail slides in between. So this part sticks on the inside, I'm sorry, this part sticks to the outside of the frame, this part sticks to the inside. We are mini tubbing, so this part I'm going to have to now trim off. So when I do my mini tub, it'll be flush. And then I'll just weld it in on the sides and on the top. So that's why I don't want to bolt it in, because it's not going to work. So the rest of this, I can actually use these holes to spot weld, tack it in, and then do a full weld. So it's just better. And like I said, nothing fits perfect. You always got to kind of modify it to fit. Luckily, this car is very clean, so I don't think we'll have any real major issues, but don't hold me to that. I don't know who that was. Alright, so get this piece. Because it's raining. Oh, come on, over here.
Yeah.
Don't run with the camera in your hand. Come on, hop off. I gotta close it. Stop jumping and running with the camera. Because it's real weird what you're doing. So before I go up with the car, I actually have to disconnect the fuel lines from the fuel injection. Let me. Can I go down with this car? No, it's on the lock. On the locks.
Why do you have that?
So you can walk up and see.
Cookie. Yay.
I need.
No.
Shh. Everything you say and do is on video.
So, what are you doing?
I'm taking the fuel lines off.
Oh.
There's a feed and a return. So I just have to take them off and I'm just plugging them with the little vacuum tubes. Just like that. And then I'm going to cover this so nothing goes in there. Alright, so now we can go up and I can pull those fuel lines.
And
The feed and the return. So close this down. And away we go.
I hate that. I hate the noise.
Those are the safety locks. They're good
Do you blink?
Alright, ready? Video, watch. Put it on me, ready? Alright.
Down we go.
Down scope.
No, I said down we go. Down we go.
Say works good for light.
Yeah, it probably does. Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, nice things.
Are we gonna do stuff in the rear?
In the rear? Yes, we are in the rear. Let's pull these fuel lines out of here. Let me cut some of these zipper ties. Some zipper ties. Because you know, everything gets held on by zip ties.
Everything doesn't get held on by zip ties.
I put zip ties on it the other day to hold it in place. So
Oh.
it wasn't sitting on the floor. This is the battery cables, which run all the way from the trunk all the way to the front.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's actually not a bad idea because that way the grounding point is definitely where the motor and frame are up front. So that's better. These just kind of sticky up. But I used some zip ties to hang all this the other day.
Up we go. Up we go. To the wheels. Hmm.
There we go.
It's peeing.
That is some really gross looking gas.
Because it does look like pee.
Yeah. That was gas. Just like you have gas.
No, it's pee.
You got gas, Ricky? Master Blaster? You're so crazy.
That's a lot of hoses, mister.
Yeah, these are the feed and return lines. These we have to definitely save. We cannot
You cannot throw them in the trash.
No, these are good. These are good. We need to save these.
Up we go
We will
again.
be reusing those. This I gotta go bring outside because it's stinky stink.
It's soaking.
Smelly smell.
That smelly smell. Up we go.
All right. So. Where this goes. All right. So this.
Down we go. Where does that go, Daddy?
This goes in this direction here.
Here.
Once you cut those brackets, that slides over the frame.
I'm looking up.
There, like that.
Goes. I think it goes the other way.
Goes this way. Kind of goes in that area. I got to measure, obviously, but give you an idea. Let's see if you come over here, take a look. So when we mini tub, this is all getting moved all the way flush, so this has to get cut off, and then it just gets welded on the sides, and then right across the top to fill the seam. So that's the difference.
My arms get tired.
Your arm's getting tired.
Cause I'm. It looks like a little weights. It looks like a bench press thing. What is that?
Frame connectors.
Oh.
So the way these work.
Oh, they go like that.
They go offset this way.
Mhm.
Goes like this. This goes over that. This is
Like this.
that. Oops, careful.
That actually scared me.
That's why you don't stand too close. That would overlap like that. That gets bolted to that front cross member. And then obviously I would just weld it all. This will all get welded. And then this is for the transmission cross member that they make. And it gives you plenty of
I'm kind of tall.
chances for different style transmissions, so that's good. Can you stop moving the camera? You gotta stop moving the camera, please. So, all right. That's pretty much it for now.
My head's tired and my arm.
Please stop complaining. So I gotta cut all the brackets off the rear differential from the leaf spring mounts because we have all new brackets going on there. Changing the brake lines, I gotta clean the rear up so it's all nicey nice. I noticed this side over here was leaking. So I gotta change, which is actually not even that old. So I gotta see if that's gear oil or if that's brake fluid. My guess is it's actually gear oil. So we gotta redo the seals. So I'll just pull the cover, change the seals, maybe the bearings, kind of just make sure everything's good inside the diff before we throw this thing in there, obviously. So we're good. All right, hang out, do some work. All right, kids. So just spent the last couple hours trying to spot weld, drill all these suspension brackets off, and that's the pile. Let me grab that. So I cut the leaf spring brackets. I just cut off because they're very difficult to drill spot welds. I'm going to grind all that flush. The other brackets, e-brake bracket broke my stones more than any of them for whatever reason. I don't know, but basically drilled all that out. So I got the cross member. It's only just in place. It is not finalized or even tacked at this point. So I'm just trying to fit it, figure out where I got to grind so I can weld. I still got to grind back my leaf spring areas here. That this all has to be flush ground. But this will be flush to the floor. It's pretty close right now. This has to get pushed up. But I gotta clean up all inside here, clean up here. I gotta mark it so I know where I gotta grind. So when we weld it, but you can see like some of these spot welds, it was actually a pain in the you-know-what, and it just ended up ripping the frame. But this I'm gonna repair. What I'll do is after I do this, I'll plate this area here to strengthen it. I'm gonna plate the bottom here to strengthen it. So this will have a lot more strength than this kind of thin subframe. But actually fits pretty good. It's gonna be nice. Exhaust right here, which will be almost impossible to do because the floor is right here. So I'm not really sure what they were going for. But I guess I could make it work. I don't know. That's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna have to be some kind of crazy bend. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Figure it out. It's almost like this should have been here instead of here. Yeah, whatever. If I have to modify the floor, I'll modify the floor. I gotta fix that side anyways. So we gotta start. We're rolling. So just to give you an idea, lights in my way. I got all these lights because it gets dark underneath here. So not too bad. That's about it for now. So I'm just gonna keep cutting, grinding, and drilling, I guess. Cutting, grinding, drilling. Lots of fun. Burned my arm like 3 times. Yeah. All right, so been cutting on the Nova, cutting out wheel tubs. So basically, open this up here. Let's see what we can see. So we got some wheel tubs cut out, and I got some tires stuffed in there. So those are 28, 10, 5, 15 on just a mock-up wheel that I have. So there is definitely enough room without touching or modifying the actual subframe rail in the rear. And these fit really good. They look good too. I got both of them just mocked up in there. So basically, this, obviously I gotta clean this up still, this right here. Not the straightest of cuts, but there is room in here to move this over. So there will be enough room to clear. This light's horrible, sorry, I apologize. But as you can see, I can move the wheel over still. It's just resting on top of those blocks. So basically we cut that out, save the existing tub. This side is a little bit tighter, I gotta trim it back, but it's just resting. There's definitely enough room. I gotta trim it back a little more. So without touching the frame itself, which we could also do, I can notch the frame, because the frames on these, the back section kind of actually flares this way towards the tire. So we can come back, notch the frame in, and then go do a straight cut through and then plate it. If I want to. I'm not sure if I really want to go that far. This is the, like I said, it's a 28, 10, 5, 15 on a 10-inch wheel, and they are only just mocked in there, but they look good. That's a good looking tire underneath this car. So that's a big tire for this wheel opening. And we are only going to go with a 8 or a 10-inch rim. So looks like the 10-inch rim will work. So that's good. Those are our updates. I got our stock wells right there. So I'm just going to clean those up, move them over, and then just patch between the two pieces. So yeah, that looks good. I like the stance too. It's gonna look good. So stay tuned.